Good morning, this is Trevor, and today we're working on another Cryset scripting lab in PortSwigger's Web Security Academy. This time, it's a stored XSS into an Onclick event with angle brackets and double quotes, HTML encoded, and single quotes and backslashes escaped. So it's in the comment functionality, comment that does the alert when the comment author name is clicked. So it's going to be in the website field since this, we need to do alert. Sweet. All right. Looks like it is it. Let's check out the lab. Please remember to like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Let me know if you're learning anything, you like these videos. Whatever. All right. Let's go to view post. Remember, it said it was when the author was clicked. So we definitely need it in the comment in this website field. So let's do blah at blah.com, https www.blah.org. And I'm just going to submit it straight up here. And that way, when I go to burp, proxy, HTTP history, I've got this that I can right click, send to repeater. I'm going to send it so we have a good example to go off of to lean back on. All right. Let's make sure this actually worked, because you see that there was that CSRF token, which, okay, fine. We got 2 comments. That's what I expected. If this was super strict, we may have had some issues submitting from repeater, but looks like we're good here. So we need to inject here. Let's see how well they're. Well, let's take a look at what it needs to look like. Inject or inspect. Onclick, var tracker. So here we're inside this single quote and inside this double quote. So in the last video, I think I talked about a bit how there's 2 levels that need of encoding and decoding, right? There's the HTML that gets done first, and then JavaScript, which gets done second. Here, so we're inside this single quote. Let's try just escaping this first to see. We could use this with angle brackets, so we can't escape like we've done in the past by ending, well, not with angle brackets. So we can't end the A tag, brackets, and double quotes, so we can't end the on click, HTML encoded, single quotes and backslashes escaped. So this is going to be how we're going to get out of the single quote. If those are escaped and they're escaped recursively, that's going to cause some trouble here. So let's do double backslash and double single quotes to see what happens. So I'm going to send that. I don't know. I don't think I have to URL encode that. No. All right. Let's go back here. Check out the one we just did. Inspect. Uh-oh. That looks, yeah, right here. So edit as HTML. Our double turned into a lot more, and our 2 single quotes got escaped by extra backslashes. So that's not going to work. Okay, so as I was saying in another lesson, we have 2 levels of decoding here, right? We have the HTML and then the JavaScript. So let's try, well, the JavaScript would be like, it would be like /x is single quote 27? Yes, it is /x 27, but this is not going to work, right? Because of the backslash is going to get escaped. Let's just send it. See what happens. Yeah, that didn't happen. All right, so that's JavaScript is, I think it's called escape encoding, hex escape encoding, whatever. There's Unicode, right? But that would be U and then a number, and we still have the backslash, so that's not going to work. And then there's HTML, which could work. HTML is ampersand pound x 27 semicolon. We will need to URL encode that. Let's send that and see what we got. Took a long time, and I don't know why. Inspect. Ooh, that looks good. Edit as HTML. That does look good. Sweet. All right, so it looks like we can use HTML encoding. HTML entity, character entity encoding. I don't honestly know the right name for this, but you take, I can tell you the process. You take, so here, HTML number, right? Which is, no, this is the decimal. Sorry, this is decimal. I like doing hex because so many other things use hex, like, you know, the URL encoding. I have a much better understanding or memory for the hex numbers for each ASCII character rather than the decimal number. So like this one in URL or space in URL would be %20. And this in HTML hex would be the ampersand pound x 20 semicolons. So instead of 32, we add X and then the hex number. There's also the name, and I don't know if that would work. We could try that. Which, what? Oh, I don't think the double quote. Is it a double quote? No. We're doing a single quote, which is a pause. Let's try a pause. Ampersand a pause semicolon. Let's highlight this, Control U, and send that. Fresh. Inspect. It does work. As HTML. Yeah. So we could use the named entity for the single quote as well as the hex number. Personally, I'm going to just stick with the hex number. I like that. And pound x27 semicolon. All right, so we've successfully escaped this field here. Now, let's close this function that gets started right here, tracker.track, with the semicolon, or the parentheses, sorry, I couldn't remember the word, closing parentheses, semicolon, and then we'll add in our thing here, and then we can even use this double quote. No, we can't. But let's get started. So we wanted, like I said, single quote, and then boom, boom, right? No, boom. And then ours, let's do console.log. Just do an easy one with 1. And then I can't remember what next. So we put boom. So we're still going to have an open single quote and this. So let's take advantage of that and just put here, let's put single quote A. Oh, we got to do this ampersand pound x27 semicolon A, and then the remaining single quote and ending parentheses will close off our console.a. Control U, send that. This one's slow. Wonder why it's taking so long. Inspect. Edit as HTML. href onclick tracker. So this ends here. Then we got a console.log a. Man, that looks good to me. Let's see. Single literal contains an unescaped line break. String literal contains an unescaped line break. Well, we can go back to our, can we do comments here? Where am I? Stop. I want inspector. What is the issue? Tracker.tracker. Let's copy all of this out. Copy. Let's go here and go here, go and open up Kate. And let's paste it here just to get a look. All right, var tracker. So we've got this, and this closes it. Boom. This is on another line, tracker.track. That looks good to here. I don't see any issues with this code. Got opening and closing everything. Oh, and you know what I didn't do? I didn't freaking on-click it to check if it was working. Which is funny. Uh-oh. We went to the site. We don't want that. Something's not working correctly. ID author href. Onclick. How do I tell it to store? There's a way we can tell it to store persist logs. There we go. Hey, it did work. Look at that. Before it navigated or after, whatever, it did log. That's what we got there. How do we prevent the navigation though? Do we need to? We probably don't need to. If this was an actual assessment, I'd want to fix that. But I think we have enough now to solve the lab. So I'm going to turn persist logs back off. And we've got our payload, which is this. Let me Control-Shift-U. Let's see if we need to actually provide it with a valid website. Control-U. Or if we can just send our payload. Invalid website. Oh well. This will work fine. So I'm gonna unencode this, copy that out, and paste it here. So that's our payload. Let's create the script for this. It will be named Onclick event, angle brackets, double quotes, HTML, encoded, single quotes, / escaped. Another really long one. In fact, I'm going to copy this just so I can have it here. All right, we want to % Onclick event, angle, brackets, double quotes, HTML, encoded, single quotes, / escaped. These are just getting longer and longer. Let's grab our template. I need to go here. Let's close off. Let's close some stuff we don't need. We don't need blog. We know how to search. We don't need the template. And we don't need this one, which was our previous script. Okay. Here we're going to do payload. I wish I still had the previous one open because I would copy some stuff out of it. But blog.search, payload. Oh no, we don't want search. Remember, we're doing a comment. So utils, blog, post comment. We need post ID and website. Payload, post ID. Which one have we been? We've been doing it on post 5. So let's do 2. Something other than what we've been messing with. And then website equals, no, our payload's going to go there. So we can just do blog.post comment with the post ID and website equals payload, which I believe is right. Website. Yep. And then blog dot is solved. So our payload, if you remember what we did this here. We do need a website in front of it. So HTTPS www.pwned.lifestyle. I don't know if that's a real domain or not, but that's what I want to go with. And then we'll leave it just like that. This will do our single quotes. We need to change the console log to alert. Alert. And we can alert one. I don't remember what this A is for. Oh, it's part of it's the single quote A. So we're alerting A. That's fine. Blog post is solved. That looks good. Let's remove requests and give this a shot. So Python Onclick. It's got to be that one. No other one was so long. Go home. Copy this. Paste this. Send it. It's posting the comment. Yay! Woo! All right, we did end up solving that. So this is another interesting one. I like this. What we ended up doing was, because this is in the Onclick event, which means, as I was trying to say before, when this page is rendered, the HTML does the first part and builds the structure, right? This Onclick is not going to be seen by JavaScript until it's ready to be run. The script tags, this source, this structure is built by JavaScript. Anything inside that will be run by JavaScript. Pretty sure that's right. So we were able to, because this is on an Onclick event and not within script tags, we were able to inject HTML encoded values directly into the Onclick event. Once we figured that out, we injected a single quote to end this string, closed off the remainder of this function, added our own function to alert, and then that was it. We sent that as the payload in the website URL, and that action was triggered on the Onclick event of the author. Pretty cool. And we used HTML character encoding. At least that's what I think it's called. Let's HTML character encoding. There's two types. There's three, I guess. I don't know what I'm looking at here. Declaring character encodings. There's the named entities. Maybe it's character entity encoding. Character encodings. No, this is not what I want. Oh, yeah, here it is. Character references, HTML character references. So this one uses decimal. So it's ampersand pound, and then the decimal representation, that's this outer column of the character, semicolon. We used hex, which required an X, and then the hex number. And then there's also these named XML character references. And we used apause, which worked. That was it. All right. Well, if you have any questions, definitely let me know. I hope you learned something. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much. Goodbye.